not able to find.
He might re-clear for info. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is.
So that's so much space gained, and also obviously getting the pick off on Forsaken. And once again, Saya going for his patented sewers peak. Doesn't find too much, but a little bit of damage, and again confirms where the hit's coming from.
Well, if the first time it doesn't work, perhaps you swing again, but the Trailblazer and the Paranoia were a bit too much. As he eventually falls, now we see Jing start to turn online, push his way forward, establish control for a short, and try to make his way onto the site. And PRX have done just fine.
And even when they have the information there, you could see what was Trent looking at. And they try to get off on site as well with Jonah P's flashes, but you just have Jing running at you like a madman, and that's the sort of thing that will catch you unawares. That's the sort of thing that did get them that win on this map against DRX.
You have to remember this has been a disappointing start for both of these squads, right?
Absolutely.
As we mentioned at the beginning, a #1 seed in both of these teams find themselves in an elimination match right off the bat. The guard's so close to getting past their North American brethren, but ultimately let it fall to the side. And for Paper X, maybe not as close, but again, not expected to be here.
Yeah, and yesterday was familiar matchups for both of them as well. For Paper X, though, I think expectations got severely raised after we saw Xerxa's run throughout the groups, even though they fell and didn't make it out.
Yeah, I think you're right.
They looked so good, and Paper X beat them multiple times.
Imagine they're going to try to set something up and see if Saya can get an opener. Flash should give some position away. My goodness, look at that. Utility just litters your screens. And Jing boldly pushes his way forward and then dismisses out.
What is that?
Here.
They finally pick him off, but they're still going to challenge. Mindfreak gets another 2, and Trent continues to trade.
He's still healthy. Mindfreak playing
the
Rolling Thunder right up in front. Mindfreak pushes his way in right past it. It's a 2v2.
And they're still fighting over a lobby this entire round for 40 seconds so far.
They're still right up on top of each other. Net's on the other side of the site. It's going to fall down to a 1v1.
Only just now returned his turret as well, so he's not going to have that to actually peek, but it doesn't matter. He's going for the flank anyways. Benkai has to feel this out. Has his camera too, though. Yep, gonna place it. And he's not actually pushing or finding any new information here. Just kind of waiting for a peek to come in from sewers or long.
Spike. Net is caught instantly. Both Sentinels in a position to win the round for their teams. The turrets up, provide some contact and a little bit of damage onto Benkai as he repositions, forcing Net to take the initiative, and he's gonna have to do it. Benkai's there, he's waiting, he lands the shots, and he gets the kill for Paper Rex.
And already 2 rounds come down to a 1v1. Just that last one as well. This is going to be good. From start to finish, I'm expecting this match to be exactly just that, scrappy. We had a 40-second fight at the beginning of this round in a lobby. Neither team wishing to cede space.
One enemy remaining. Last
Unbelievable.
Spike down.
And Paper Rex comes out on top, even though it looked really good. There was the Rolling Thunder from Jonah P.
Expecting the push to come through, and it doesn't. And there comes the lockdown.
Spike planted.
They have to fall back so far from this. I'm looking for... He already used both of his mollies, so don't worry about this corner. Love the flash delay a little bit more, but it's responded with the fault line of their own. The Seekers 2 to deny even more space.
Paper X is also flanking around through B, so if they're going to get this side back, they're going to have to do it very quickly. But the delay, there's so much smoke, there's so much work to have to
kind of planted for them.
Jonah P in a decent spot. If he spots anything, no.
The reflect as well.
Enemy remaining.
Benkai, my goodness, he just snaps. 3 kills in the round.
The craziest part about that flank, though, Doug, was actually Mindfreak went out ahead of Benkai, said, hey, I'm going to take the fight first. And they're going to think the rest of the flank is clear. So Mindfreak got one. No, he just went down entirely. And then Benkai, look, nobody's looking at him. Trent trying to tap the spike. Such a good play from Paper Rex, expecting the lockdown. Absolutely.
As a team, you're willing to invest more than one player.
The Seekers used right away to clear a lobby because of how often Guard has been paying towards here. And it actually pushes off side player.
Well, they know the op is here now, and they continue to push into it.
It's a leg.
First shot misses. Excuse me, he hits him up, and my goodness, this is an excellent response out of the Guard.
The ult, though, from Mindfreak, that could be massive. He's inside already.
That's a spike.
Spike down A.
Forsaken still has his op.
Last player
Mindfreak is here
standing.
too. Just Forsaken. Op battle goes in favor of Sai as he gets to 3. The guard get to 2. And it's been interesting to watch as the guard, continue to invest early utility to fight for A main control. And there's really just been one round that I can think of that Paper X like full sent into it, right? And that was that chaotic 40-second fight in A main. Other than that, it seems like they're comfortable waiting some of that early utility out and then re-aggressing.
Sure, absolutely. I mean, there's also moments where you saw Sai play, like, for example, on pistol round set up in his classic.
Oh, and the Lear and the Flash nets in a world of hurt, but Sai player's there! He gets 2 massive kills. Net gets 2 of his own.
Mid.
Here we go.
They test the waters in garage. And the guard with a very nice setup. It looked like Net was going to be in a world of hurt, but a Prime Gaming flawless comes through. The guard, maybe it was the timeout. I don't know, whatever it was, but they're figuring things out here.
Yeah. Excellent response. I thought for sure as soon as they actually peeked out a window, the fact that they got such damage and pushed side player off, I think they really expected him to fall off.
Again, the fault line into A main, Sai peak short, and PRX continue to push towards C. The Paranoia is going to delay things a bit, but is countered by Paranoia of their own and the Lear that we've seen many a time. This time the guard seems to be holding up okay, but Forsaken not satisfied with how the round has gone so far. He's going to be able to go back, pick up the spike, and look at Benkai. Look at Benkai. Saya there with the blades. Takes Benkai's head off.
That's just unbelievable awareness from Saya player. And Forsaken was already starting to make the rotate back over towards it. I think Benkai even knew that this was potentially going to go awry the way that he's trying to wide swing that angle. The Seeker gives up the position 2, and Saya's already here. Way deep out. But not choosing to swing. Still a lot of utility here for Trent actually to respond.
He's got plenty of info at this point. Now understands what's on the other side. Saya player tries to go up. Not able to land his shots. Forsaken on the back foot, having to reposition. The tap is there for Saya as he pulls off. And he's so patient. There's really not a whole lot Forsaken can do, though. Once again, on the tap, the spam through smoke. He's able to get one. Saya,
no more smoke.
Half. He's so weak. Another tap, Forsaken with the Blade Storm. First, shoulder. The second, the Blades not landing. The Vandal, he has to reload.
You saw the op come out.
It's a game of chicken, and Forsaken does it! The 4K, the Red Bull clutch for Paper Rex.
Second time now that we've seen Paper Rex win a clutch just like that. And I said the game was going to be scrappy. Forsaken with unbelievable nerves in a situation that they actually had a read on it. And he still sticks with it. And the guard knows exactly what's going on, given the Seeker. But they just don't put themselves in positions. They're a little sheepish on the entry as he got the spike down. A lot of time for them to actually just take the fight to him.
Again, keep note of how many 1v1s, 1v2s go which way and how that'll play out. As it seems like PRX once again decide they want to explore garage. They get a couple openers. They're traded back, though.
Forsaken's position, the back of sight here is going to be really hard to clear, especially coming from garage, but he's not looking.
Mindfreak is back sight.
That's covering for him.
Back long. He wants to push his way forward. Mindfreak's able to get one, but now his position's been given away. The swing out off the flash. It's too clean for Jonah P as he gets 4.
And they keep it tight.
The
guard. This could have been a very devastating half. And they've actually broken the money in the last round here of Paper Rex. So, while this half has definitely been, I mean, we can't sugarcoat it in any way, shape, or form. This half has been dominant from Paper Rex.
Go, Jonah!
They're giving themselves outs once we get closer to the second half.
You mentioned busted economy for Paper X.
Yeah,
2 Spectres,
busted.
2 Sheriffs. The guard looking to get us to a 5-7 half.
Haven't really explored this B site that often except for flanks. They're going to do just that now.
And dashing forward off the flash as he's able to take care of Net. But the leader for the guard is able to trade it back. Rolling Thunder's going to keep him at bay, and it hits 3, it hits 4, I believe, but Benkai works his way up long. Now the Neural Theft is going to give everything away. As Trent and Side Player, the two that remain. Trent's fallen. It all falls onto Side Player with the op. It's not going to happen. The Reyna continues to cause problems as PRX get to 8.
That is ridiculous, too. The confidence for him to dismiss and just continue up. I mean, he's Empress at that point, too, so invisible. And Side Player does not expect that at all. But this peek from Benkai, too, just ridiculous.
Such good timing. Such good timing out of Benkai.
Pushing into the C site. Got ourselves a 5v5 retake.
Yeah, Mindfreak was playing back C, feels pressure, rotates through.
Somebody has to help Net here. They know exactly what's going on. They just broke some utility. The turret now down 2. There's nobody here to help Net.
But does he need it? Does he need it if he can? Oh, they're going to know where he is. Yeah, a double peek swings through. You're absolutely right. He just falls apart. Jonah P, now the next line of defense on this 3-man flank.
He might be able to delay for the fault line, and this is a huge lane to go up.
Jonah P repositions, the paranoia is out. Is this going to be countered backside? And now the rest of PRX push their way up along Jonah P. The flash! It's great. It's a great shot, but that's all it's going to be. Trent's in a 1v3.
Full defuse.
Is that a 1v2? And yeah, Forsaken looks to stick it. He had to go aggressive, and he had no choice. Too many targets. PRX get to 9.
I think he might have just forgotten there. Or potentially saving.
Forsaken just so close to spotting ahead. Has to dash backwards, eventually falls. Now we see that the force up is there, but PRX have gotten 2 big kills.
Yeah, already shutting it down. Look at Valen's HP too. He got shot up through that smoke.
Yep.
And if they can't stop exactly that, this is already over in a sense.
Yeah, this is a massive problem for the North American representatives. Gonna try to
spotted all 3. He just spotted all 3.
Yeah, the flash, it doesn't affect him at all. There's a second, and he just cleans him up.
Love the patience too there for him not to use the paranoia in that moment to give up his position, because they could have easily just fell back, and then all the surprise factor gone.
I'm still hungry.
And now that they forced into that, you have to question how you respond, because Trent bought a Vandal immediately.
Perhaps for Saya.
Yeah. No, I genuinely think that he just forgot to buy up in that situation. Especially now that he actually bought a Sheriff and armor. This is completely unfamiliar. I mean, we've seen Paper Rex one time at an international event. It's not like they're scouring the SCA VODs.
Look at Divine Forsaken, man. The pop flash through the smoke, but Trent with the big kill. Meanwhile, the rest of his team is taking C. Trailblazer to cover the flank.
He's giving up that space, though, just because the Trailblazer looks like they actually want to re-explore into Garage, and I think that's a great choice, given the fact that they saw the Trailblazer come from behind.
Look at how far off Benkai's playing, too. Basically back and
He has the ult. Jonah P. Big ult down long.
Rolling Thunder is going to hit 3. Buys time.
Just waiting.
Waiting for their moment to strike. Now they creep forward. The paranoia is going to delay even longer. Excellent out of Balen, but you know the hit's coming. It's just inevitable. It's just a matter of time, and the guard stuffs it.
There's a start. There's something, a little spark.
That's nice, but not nice enough to die in. Let's win and get out of here.
Jonah P's ults have been huge. His gameplay so far also massive. One of the reasons why they've gotten a couple rounds on the board. Obviously, there's been situations where he's the IGL and a controller player, but
same play.
Right
same play.
Oh,
Top flash, the dash, but this time
that's gorgeous, man. That's just unbelievable gorgeous.
See if Side Player find a little bit of his own as he dashes back sight. But the Leer causes problems again.
And there's no smokes to actually follow up.
Oh, they're going to rotate out, but you've got to be careful because, yes, Forsaken has already gotten his way into spawn, and he's got the blades. They're not expecting him. He swings around, dashes back, eventually falls a 2v2 for the round.
And, hey, I feel like we've seen this round just from the other side. Yeah. This time, though, there's no jet to receive. That was Saya Player in the first half. And it's going to be the exact same situation, except now, Paper Rex coming on the flank. That alarm bot, if he gets back over towards sewers, it's going to come back up. And if they both try to flank, that could be huge for Net, but they're not going to. It's just Jing. He could also TP pass, but they're both aware.
first smoke. Alarm bot gives his position away, and Jonah P's waiting for
Enemy
it.
remaining.
Great shot.
It all falls onto Jing. An opportunity to clutch this out and essentially put a nail in the guard's coffin, at least on Haven. He's got to explore where they are. They have no idea. Jonah P patient swings out at just the right time to land the third kill of the round and get the guard to 6.
Great play from Net to find multiple openings in that round as well. Forsaken had a chance as well to put that completely away. And maybe actually put the nail in the coffin for this map right here. First kill on the Trent, but just not finding Jonah P. And that was a 2 versus what? That must have been 4 at least.
Yeah, I think so.
Net finding the kill in the garage as well. In their game against Optic, it was concentrating of utility. Through the cage.
Great opener, and they don't stop to get the orb down C long. They just go with 3 players 1 point away. Decide that the prize is bigger on the site. Trent manages to get in and gets the spike down. A 4-man retake coming out for Paper X. Flash, Cloudburst, dash. There it is, and he finds the opener on Desaya.
There's the secret.
Forsaken gets another. The Seekers come out. Forsaken's been such a problem, and now Jing is here too.
Wait, what's the
lockdown? Comes out.
He's sticking.
Valen's got to push forward.
The molly.
Mind Freak.
He broke it.
He's gotten it that far, but
remaining.
Forsaken still back sight.
He can have time to this.
Oh,
he has
Valen's not
time.
gonna be able to swing out in time, but he stops it. In the last second, he stops it.
That is
my gosh.
just so close. I can't believe what I'm witnessing. Net with a lockdown as the attacker in spawn. And it pressures them enough to make a couple of mistakes, although still so well played from Forsaken. The fact that he gets that molly is ridiculous.
Massive.
That's the reflex shot of the day, to be honest.
Look at I mean, how much time?
If he won that.
How small of a sliver was there?
A fault line for A long to deny any play into it. And again, Valen with the aggressive smoke.
But they've done this so many times. They flash, they pop flash right out, and
They're
there
not
it
there,
is
though.
with the paranoia too. So they invest the utility. Divide pushes forward, and he takes care of Trent. The counter paranoia is there, but Dring has shown up.
Down A.
And now Divide can continue to push forward as well. The Seeker's coming through.
By himself. Mind Freak has to get here fast.
They've got to handle this very quickly. Mind Freak flash still gets the kill onto Jonah P. Net left alone in a 1v3.
I got this one.
Even if he gets this kill on the Mind Freak, Benkai is here to deny. And Forsaken was on the flank too. Nets, unfortunately, not going to pull any heroics out. And the first time the guard switches gears and heads towards that A side, I thought actually that this trap play that they set up completely didn't work because nobody was there. But Trent back is turned.
Nice call, man. I like it, man. Do the call, man. Nice.
Bro, they're doing such a good job playing around smokes.
Yes.
Out of garage, out of long. The pop flash is there. They apply it in different areas, and it's been so problematic.
Look
for
at
guard.
Jing. Look at Jing and Forsaken. They've got something cooked up here. Forsaken's on the top of the box inside of B, so he's guarding the window for Jing to walk out mid. But the guard fast over towards the A site, and Forsaken has to switch gears.
Jing's running fast too. Look at him. He's already gotten back into A main. And I don't know that they're
Trent.
going to expect it. They're not expecting it, but the turret's there. It doesn't matter. He lands one. And now they know that there's a snake behind enemy lines, and they have to take care of the pressure behind them. The Lear to swing out. Patient, but Net cleans him up. What a response. Numbers, the guard. So patiently waiting as he takes care of Forsaken. He's going to have an opportunity at Mind Freak. Unable to capitalize as somehow PRX have gotten it back to a 2v2. Valen pushing forward, cleans him up. It's all on to Benkai, and it's not going to happen this time. The guard lived to fight one more round.
3 rounds closer. And they caught the flank, actually, from Jing. That could have been so crazy. I can't believe that kill from Net.
And even that kill from Sai when he's flashed up, if he doesn't get that kill, he doesn't get into a position to take care of Forsaken.
Yep.
Right? Like, it's massive.
Yep, exactly.
The guard have managed to work their way up to double digits. Still have a couple of key ultimates to work with. And you can see Forsaken wanted to go, man. He's got the operator and he hits 2! Oh, now he repositions, goes up top. No way, this is how Haven
Down
ends.
C.
Forsaken just puts the map on his back.
Last player
He just takes over at the end of the day, but perhaps Valen can do it. In a 1v3, the smoke provides cover, understands there's an op over his left shoulder now.
It's going to be Valen versus Jing.
Versus the rest of Paper X, and it's not going to happen. The
Defenders
guard's
win.
map pick goes over to Paper X as they put the guard on elimination.
Ridiculous. I mean, for this to be even a match, the first seeds out of APAC and NA right now, and Paper X to be the ones who lead the charge again on the guard's map pick.
They struggle to deal with the double duelist comp from Paper X on Haven. Maybe they can find something different on Split, or maybe not. As both duelists for Paper X get the openers.
That's, yeah, exactly. The two duelists leading the charge and just dominating. Look how far back Mindfreak is actually using that flash, and Jing and Forsaken want to just end this round right away. Frenzy meta is back, and it's fearsome.
That's a terrifying prospect. So the pistol goes absolutely sideways for the Garden again. It was off of the two pistols, or excuse me, the two duelists from Paper X, and Forsaken and Jing. They were problematic on Haven, to say the least, and it seems like that we're right back where we were.
I think it's going to be really interesting that Jonapi has actually swapped over to the Sage, given his performance in the last map, how good he was for his team. Now he has an opportunity to really contribute a lot with his utility, but I'd also say not the same type of fight for yourself type of agent.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, sure, you've got the heal ability to bring yourself back up, but you're not going to be able to fight flash players. Camera of net, so smoke response from Valen all the way from the other side. Here comes
The tripwire! But Jing gets through it. The ultimate hasn't spotted anyone. They scatter, and they don't give him an inch to work with. The swing up from Benkai not able to land.
He's gone.
Yeah, Mindfreak's gonna try to get the spike down, and look at him hunting for Benkai. Look at Saya player, goes aggressive, dashes around the corner, gets the kill. Meanwhile, Mindfreak and the rest of Paper X have established site control. There's a paranoia out as the guard try to retake it, and they've taken care of one of the duelists. You still have Forsaken with an operator. Playing up close, Mindfreak having to turn away from the flash, still lands a kill, tries to reposition, and ultimately
It's not planning for him.
Yeah, Devaya.
Impossible.
Yeah, the round's not going to go their way, but I mean, that's a big kill onto Jonah P2. We've talked so much about economy because of the way Paper X tried to set themselves up at the beginning.
Where's the... Okay, they got it. I was wondering. Trent gets the op at the last second that Forsaken brought into that round. And you already know Sion wants that in his hands, even if he's playing the Raze. Great hold. I thought they were going to be able to take advantage of net in that situation, walk up in front of his tripwire. Kind of feels like they should slow down even a little bit more, get their play a little under control. What a shot! And that's the op versus Marshall.
Put down.
The guard have to try to get out of this as cleanly as they can. Quiet approach out from Paper X here.
And there's still two players on the other side of the map, too. Oh, come on. And we already saw that trip, too, so that's a big mistake from Benkai, who was in a great position to potentially find a rotator.
And I wondered if it looked like he was essentially just trying to bait, right? Like force the swing out, not expecting the spam through the wall so Forsaken can get the pick, because he was holding that angle with the Marshall, but I don't know that he was expecting Jonah P to spam through it.
So what, to just go into tripwire to bait him? I mean, that's some big brain stuff. I don't know about that one, but could be. Absolutely. Trying to set up for Forsaken. I mean, one thing that we saw throughout their playoff run was how often they're trying to set up that Marshall pick, so
30
you might
seconds
be
left.
right, honestly.
One enemy remaining.
Very nice flip from Jonah P. You mentioned him being on the Sage this time, the breach of previous map, and how well he performed on that pick. Seems to be doing okay with the Sage. 7-4 from, he's leading by a long shot.
I mean, he was feeling himself last game, so yeah, you're right. Here it is. Yeah, I can't see anything other than
A mistake.
yep. Rolling Thunder, but they're already in the site, and Sai doesn't get the kill, so they have to completely retool this round and reposition. But they hold on to Heaven. That guy's gonna plant for it, so look to Mind Freak for making massive plays here, especially if they commit off of Heaven with his ult, but they're just fighting straight back instead. Great play from Paper Rex. Hard to deal with now, especially the fact that Trent's rotated over into spawn.
Saya gets pushed off. You hear the Rolling Thunder come through. It's not going to hit anyone as control has been established in Heaven out from Paper Rex. They've decided to forego this site. You hear the ult come through, and now the Neural Theft pops as well. Is Mind Freak with a massive shot. Spots Net too, and he falls. Got the guard. Trying to keep them back. Benkai so weak. He's going to have to go absolutely ballistic here to pull this off. He's gotten it down to a 1v1. And again, Valen's so weak, but the 4K out from the leader for the guard, but he's not going to get the defuse in time.
That is crazy. I didn't even realize how much time that retake took. But it ends up being so perfect for Paper Rex. Planting for Heaven. You actually see the smoke there as a one-way to deny the vision of the defuser or anybody who's fighting very close to him in case they want to make sure they get back on the tap, but didn't get half at all throughout that entire time. So Benkai with that one tap onto the defuser, even though he was low. I mean, that is such an easy place to clutch from. And yes, the Red Bull clutch comes in, but that situation was firmly in their control until it got down to one person still. Fast again, up a ramp. I was going to say, come on, not again.
They have found an opening. They found windows that they like on A, and they continue to exploit that. This time, Trent falls victim to the judge.
Good from Jing to actually fall back in that situation. Use the Boombot to hold the space. And once again, planning for Heaven, but
Spike planted.
this time they've given up some space, and Mind Freak has a potential high-low here with Jing. No, he's gone. Resin play as well. 5 versus 3.
Shadows traveling.
Mind Freak's still in a spot where he might make something happen here. You hear the showstopper come through. The paranoia is going to clear out through Pillar, but Mind Freak goes massive for Paper Rex, and Forsaken does too. Oh, it looked like they had control, but it slips out of their grips yet again.
And Paper Rex take back the lead.
Okay, we know the drill.
Oh my goodness.
Stick to your roles and we'll crush it.
And you said it. Exactly the same idea. Immediately MCE presses the big red button. Calls the timeout. Have to figure out how to shore up the defense over towards A. Because right now they're relying a lot on the camera and the trips from Net.
Let's go!
And Trent could give a massive fault line over towards Valen as well.
He has the fault. He has the Vandal too, the only one with rifle.
He's in sight already. What?
Probably going to regret that one. And there's the Vandal that I was just talking about. As Valen's able to clean one up. This might be one of the thrifty rounds that we've been waiting for as the rifle cleans up 3 and the guard tie us back up.
That was huge. A big call to swap Net over, use the camera still for them, and continue to push that B side. And they got the information. Saya was there. Trent gave a massive fault line again. And also dinked Jing on the way in. I was wondering, number one, how Jing was there so fast with the double satchel. And also why he was 5 HP. It's because of Trent's shot across the map. Paper Rex. They've broken the money. There's the stopping power that I was talking about.
Delay, delay, delay. The wall, the slow orb, the nade. Does a little bit of damage there onto Forsaken. Armor gone, healed back up. That too was filthy.
Yeah. And they're controlling the extremities as well. Still got main control. Nobody pushing A main though, because Net's back over towards that side.
B main either. You see the paranoia just narrowly misses. As Saya tries to stay up top, tries to keep them back. He's able to take one with him, but that's all it's going to be. The flash swing out as Trent tries to take one down. Maybe the showstopper for Jing can be what gets this round secured for the
He's
guard.
walking.
Surely you don't expect this. Surely you don't expect this.
Spike planted.
It's a 1v2. He's got nothing but a Spectre.
Yeah, but look, Mind Freak actually pushed into spawn given the way that actually happened. He saw how Valen was coming back towards stairs.
But it's going to be all about timing. If he can clear up into Heaven, you're going to know that's exactly where he's coming from. They're expecting it into him, but it turns around at the last second. The timing, perfect for Net. A 1v1.
Oh, the smoke again. One way to keep him completely blind when he goes for the defuse, but he's committing.
And he doesn't have a weapon to fight back. Not really. Up into heaven. There it is, the swing out. Now he knows where Mindfreak
That's
is.
too
Tries
high.
to bait it out. And Mindfreak just playing games with him at this point, but Net lands the shots!
With a Spectre! Come on, man. That is cold. Another Red Bull clutch, and this time Net again. Really stepping up here so far at LAN. In comparison to his season, he started out as one of the star players on the guard when everybody really got to know this roster throughout
One
open
enemy
qualifiers and their
remaining.
way into challengers.
I can't believe timing goes that way, bro. He was just looking there.
I know. And he also jumps at the end of that too. Still manages to keep it composed. Still manages to grab the clutch.
Oh, they've spotted a little bit.
It's more than a little bit. If you see Jing, you kind of know where they're going, honestly.
You got to keep an eye on the clock here. Just a little over 30 seconds left. This delay setup that the guard have
30 seconds left.
has proven to be effective last couple of rounds, and there it is. It's going to continue to be a problem as Jonah P gets two. Not able to get the third as Forsaken tries to swing the round right back, and Bemkai's going to do it too.
Spike. He has to go fast. Trent's here. Oh!
Forsaken, 13 seconds left with the spike. Should be able to get it down.
10 seconds left. Spike
This man
planted.
just ran spray with a Vandal, getting the spike by himself, knowing exactly what he has to do. That could have been a round one immediately for Sai if he got that kill, or if Forsaken doesn't get that. Now they're set up high-low in the back of sights. Mindfreak back in B main too. Very, very difficult for Sai player to win, but okay.
And it's surely almost impossible. Sai has no idea where they are either.
Could be coming from heaven, exactly. Sai knows. But scared of a possibility of them still calling the audible. 30 seconds left.
30
Sai's got
seconds
an
left.
angle on them. He just saw them cross.
Trent moving a little bit faster this time. Sai player's fallen. Paper X with heaven control. But perhaps backside can be what they need. No, Valen falls too.
Trent is so slow on this. Are they going to plant for heaven in the open? No, he's safe.
He might be able to delay. There it is. Mindfreak falls.
Seconds left.
Oh, Trent not able to delay the plant, so that goes down. Numbers advantage in favor of the guard.
Remaining.
And it goes from bad to worse. Divide, we haven't talked about him very much. In a position to be the hero for Paper X here in a 1v3. He's healthy. He was healthy. As it all goes away, Jonah P's going to get the defuse. The guard take the lead. I think they want to go fast A. You see the pings on the mini-map. They're
the
all
slow.
stacking A.
Landing in heaven.
You hear the Blade Storm comes online. The Paranoia is going to clear out back A, but the guard they're just giving up the space.
Double dive into heaven.
Happy to play retake.
Valen knows though.
Saya trying to spam through the smoke, and Jig's waiting for it. He gets a second, he gets a third, and now the showstopper becomes a problem. They've got to give the space up. They
He's
can't
ulting
afford
away.
to challenge. He gets away just in the nick of time, repositions, stays alive.
Omen ult to escape. I haven't seen so much of that in one game ever.
They're all going to push into heaven together. Trent, Valen, the two, they're there, but it's the ace for Jing to get them to 6 to tie us up to close the half.
Switching sides.
Well, I don't know that a map gets any closer than this.
No, it definitely doesn't. But it's split as well, so you have to take that into account. We mentioned how good the first half for them was on Haven.
Oh.
This is another statement half. And a statement round from Jing too.
What an aid. What a swing. To have the wherewithal to challenge off of the spam from Sai player in heaven.
Heal him, they're rotating fast, so this is going to be a hold that they can fight with, and he's inside Benkai with a frenzy.
There's a tripwire there. Oh, and it starts to pull some of them back. Benkai, you mentioned with the frenzy, he's able to take care of Valen. Ultimately meets his demise, but not without taking one for his troubles.
They're out.
Numbers advantage in favor of PRX. You're right, they're out. They haven't really established anything. They don't even have the spike in their hands. Devi's been tagged up. He ultimately falls. And the guard take the pistol.
And that's an example of that comp and the play style of Paper X getting too aggressive in that instance. Mindfreak had the great smoke on B main to give himself more space to play from and get that great off angle where he got the first kill. But instead of staying within that boundary, he tried to fight with his teammates who were running out, Forsaken and Jing at the same time. And Jonah P, who's been a rock for the guard. If he's good for 2, that's crazy.
Oh, dear. Just on the other side, Trent pushing forward. Sai is there too. He's able to get one. That's all it is, though. And the Marshall's not doing any work yet. A second shorty, a second kill. And Forsaken, oh my gosh, Forsaken!
Strike down A.
We highlighted that they brought very little into this round. It was shorties and Marshalls. And that was exactly what they needed.
That's just malicious
30 seconds left.
with the Marshall from Forsaken.
Trent finds himself in this 1v4.
Thrifty.
He's not going to spike either. Thrifty comes through as Forsaken gets 3. The tool's not a problem for Paper Rex in that round.
No, not at all. The shotgun, mostly the shorty meta, has come out to play. And we already saw Zeta earlier with the massive Rin.
Jing taking space mid. Oh, he's getting froggy. He's getting froggy, isn't he?
Yep. And Forsaken at the same time, too. How do you deal with this? I mean, they're defaulting. They're literally playing exactly how you should. And Forsaken and Jing just don't care. Yeah, come on, man. Yep.
Loosen up.
How? Like, how? At this point, you almost have to expect just the chaos, right? Like, you have to expect the craziest plays that could possibly come.
Just lost the op. There's the res. Actually, this is really still playable.
Showstopper out from Jing.
He's
Not
saving
gonna
so
find
much time.
anyone.
Look at Devi. He's in the sewers, and they're not even going that direction. There's so much space here. He's going to be able to cut them off on the cross. He's also potentially going to get a slow down, too.
And he hears them. So you see the rotation out from Mindfreak. He's already made it back to B. Devi waiting.
30
That's only
seconds
one.
left.
Still got the paranoia here. 25 seconds. They've got to get through Mindfreak. There's a fault line that gets him.
The paranoia attempted to delay, and it does. Trent, we're trying to play off the flash.
Come on. They still have a one-way. I mean, come on. Feels like nothing left in the tank right now. Or maybe just way too much in it for Paper X. The fact that they're pushing so hard, the fact that they're playing this aggressively still, by the time there's 20 seconds left, the guard have still not broken any of the utility setups. They've not baited out.
Damn, you've got everything set up. Delay has been a problem.
Careful these trips. They haven't hit the site and actually damaged and gone through them, so
There's one. That's just so easy. Benkai's able to slip into the smoke, grab the kill, pop right back out.
Here.
and here's the res.
Saya gets the spike down, but you're right, the res brings Forsaken back up. He still has that operator in hands. A 5v3 is a 5v2.
And the way that Saya player's playing there, I don't think Benkai spotted him, but no read gonna happen. But Jinx in the side, he just naded himself.
Of course he's on the side. Of course he just goes. Balin falls Trent. I feel like we've highlighted this a couple of times in an unwinnable 1vx situation. This time a 1v5. Jing gets a defuse. Paper X get to 11.
And not only is the guard stunned, but I'm stunned. The world being stunned right now too. Paper X. After a series where definitely they didn't appear to look as they did in their online performance yesterday against DRX too. And they've got a setup here.
Jing's already here.
He got through the smoke.
He
The boot box
slips right
clears.
through it.
There's no flash though for Mindfreak. He's not in a position to do it, but they think that this is clear.
As soon as the smoke goes down, I mean, the trap has been sprung.
The only saving grace is that there is a smoke here at all.
What a flick. What a flick out from Saya.
And that is just suspicious, that smoke from Mindfreak.
That could have spelled disaster.
Yep, absolutely could have.
Still an operator for Forsaken.
Camera up.
Spotted.
Dude, the fact that he's going for this right now is ridiculous.
He's
Big
just
ol' misses.
fearless.
Left.
Side player cleans up the kill. After all, as he goes up top, he gets a third on the round, taking care of Forsaken. The nade to deny any sort of additional advance from Spawn. And that's exactly where the two remaining members of PRX are.
And Jonah P is in mid as well, so he has a chance to completely
Spike
shut this round
planted.
down if the eventual flank from Nat and hold from Nat doesn't work out. He's actually starting to explore, given the fact that Paper Rex might go for a save, but they're not even.
Cover going out.
Mind Freak with the paranoia, the spam. He takes space, he swings out! Benkai's in a 1v4 and he's not going to be able to clean it up. The guard get to 8.
I mean, the fact that they go for that paranoia push by himself, honestly, is just so unexpected when you're used to playing in North America. I love it from Paper Rex. Their game plan's so difficult to deal.
Yeah, much harder to get picked off if you can trade off around each other.
Same thing. Look. No camera. Did he already break it? Yeah, he already did.
Spike down, attacker spawn.
That's a bit of a easy kill there from Forsaken, and they're still sticking with the idea. And actually, that snuck into a position. Forsaken has no clue.
Yeah.
This is a free kill. Jing just got 2 kills in mid, by the way. This kill, well, yes, might be impactful.
Oh no, he got too greedy!
He knew. He knew that wall went up. There should have been somebody else. He didn't hear him run away, and Trent's again in a position that's very difficult to win. We've said, I mean, I'm done with this.
Of course he has a shorty.
Yeah, I'm done.
Paper X get to map point, get to series point, and the guard stare down the barrel of taking an early exit out from Reykjavík.
We've been here for a while, too, and unfortunately, the guard, if they don't find something right now, their skip of group stage is going to mean we really haven't seen them for long.
And Paper X in a position to do it again. Yeah, you're right.
Now against NA, Paper X. Jing has already gotten an early kill, and it's on side player. They're going back to that same old.
At the same time, they tried to take B control, and they succeeded. They apply pressure from different sides. And it's only 3 left for the guard.
And Valorant even tried to regroup with his team fast to hit that B site, but no. It's pressure on all sides, and it's crumbling on top of the guard.
Look at the op in the hands of Forsaken pushing forward. They're just surrounding them. They have mid control, but that's all they have. I mean, literally surrounding them. A circle drawn around the 3 that remain for the guard.
And again, no clue that Jing is here.
He's right behind him. Trent seems to be expecting something.
He's so patient too. I mean, come on.
Oh.
And he heard both of them in the ropes.
Fault line. Not able to get it. Forsaken with the operator. He drops 2. Trent gets 2. 3v2. The Rolling Thunder comes through.
Finds
30
nothing.
seconds left.
And they're all grouped up here. They're going to be able to take Heaven control and really put on the heat. Neither of them have crossed over towards the B main side.
Where do they go? I mean, they're on top of each other. Trent with the flash. Trent with the swing. Not able to land the shots. It all falls down to Valen. Oh, he's got to make magic happen. 30 HP. 6 bullets left. Outnumbered. Outgunned. And falls. Benkai's going to get the defuse. Paper X take down the guard. And today is the day the term minor region dies.
2 big wins. The first one for this one for Paper X right here. Also just as meaningful as the first seed from APAC continues forward here. And we unfortunately say goodbye to the guard. Didn't feel like we saw you very often, or much at all, as they return back to NA.